with the Gambia Immigration Department, if I could remember fully well. But let's see whether the police can unseat the army in this particular contest.
The team manager for the armed forces, when you were interviewing him, he said he doesn't care about the police. Their only target and their only objective is to win again and again and again, and they are indeed going to win. So you look at his conviction, he is very sure his team is prepared and his team are eventually going to win. In as much when you talk to the police team manager, he is telling you his team is going to unseat the Gambia Armed Forces, and it looks like the battle is about to start.
The forces are pulling one another.
Yeah.
They are not meeting in the main category, but this time around they are. Let's see what will happen.
Who will reign supreme? Two of the country's biggest security forces. GAF.
What is your
Police.
Let's go. And you, what's your prediction?
I am in between. I cannot choose.
Anyway, it started. The Gambia Armed Forces, the police you can see on your screens.
MS, I think the police has a very impressive team. Huh?
Anyway, let's see what is going to happen. Now you are seeing the police, the army.
MS.
The army pulling, the police resisting, the police are equally pulling. The police are equally pulling.
MS, the police are pulling.
The police are doing very well, but the soldiers are also resisting. I said to be narna humade. Police action.
Be MS soft na pere because the family nyani nyep den tie banya bay.
The grasshoppers.
Yeah, and the grasshoppers.
It seems the army is pulling. The army is pulling. The armed forces has won. The Gambia Armed Forces has won. But it was really a very interesting match. You can hear the screams from all sides of the stadium. It captivated everybody's interest, and it was indeed interesting. As you said earlier on, when these two meet, everybody's interested because it is battle for supremacy. So from what we have seen, the team manager for the armed forces was right. He said his team will win come what may, and indeed he has succeeded in the female category. I am not sure about the men category yet, but it seems congratulations to the Gambia Armed Forces for reigning supreme again for the talk of our women.
Yeah, but I said too, it's not yet done and dusted for the Gambia Armed Forces because they are going for the second round. This is the final. They have to do it twice. They have to change sides for the second round. So let's see whether the police will be able to push the armed forces. If the police are able to push armed forces this time, they will go for a third round, which is going to be the final. But I see no way that the police will be able to push the soldiers.
When they were pulling the rope during the first round, I saw the capability of the police team, and I still have hope that the tables can turn. So don't take anything for granted. First impressions can be false. Huh? So don't be surprised if the police pull the army down the second time. I am sure that match will, I am particularly sure that the police are going to win the second round and they will go in for a third round.
Anyway, I said, let's see. They are on it. The police pulling. Armed forces as well pulling. You can see the determination on their faces. You can see how eager they are. But can the police? I told you.
The armed forces are won and their team manager is celebrating. MS, what I wanted to say was the armed forces have their command here to support them. The Minister of Interior is sitting on the pavilion to support his people. So I'm sure the police have done their best, but unfortunately there are no match for the Gambia Armed Forces female team, which have succeeded in for the second time bringing the Gambia police force down. But MS, there is one thing you said at the beginning, and I'm beginning to believe it's not about the might. I think it's about the tactics, and I think it's about the tactics. Some of them pull in during their fights. From what I see from the Gambia Armed Forces, their level of determination alone is enough to make them win. And this is why they have been successful in winning and winning and winning these activities over the years.
Yeah, you are right, Aishatu. The soldiers, like I said, prepares adequately for this particular event. In fact, for all the other events, but especially this event. I tell you that they say this is the event for the soldiers. And we have got one of their participants who is just going to tell us how they are able to successfully defend their title. Famara.
Congrats, ma. First of all, tell us your name.
My name is Ilen Mansala of the Gambia Armed Forces football team.
Okay. Ilen, you just defeated the police, your counterparts from the police. How did it go? How was it?
It was a nice game. Yes, it was a nice game. And we are proud. We even want to go with their men. We don't want to go with their women. We want to go with their men.
Okay. What was the biggest advantage you have over the police, your sisters from the police force?
We are sisters. But if it is come to the time of this inter-service competition, there is no sympathy for them. We do our best so that the army can be happy, that they be proud of us. They will know that, yes, we have female soldiers, those who are proud of themselves. Okay. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Ilan Mansal of Gambia Armed Forces. Thank you.
Ilan, thank you. Ilan said, despite being sisters with the police, their counterparts from the police, in an event like this, they have to show no mercy.
I told you, when these two met in a sporting event, it's more than just a game, because the army would want to prevail over the police, and the police will also always want to prevail over the army. So it has always been the story, and it's always a battle for supremacy, and we have seen the soldiers reigning supreme in the female category in the tug of war.
But one thing I've said at the beginning, MS, was the determination in the armed forces. You could see the same tone from their team manager, and Ilan just demonstrated the same determination. They have to win this. So I will not be surprised if the men also win the tug of war. Definitely.
I said, there is this slogan that the soldiers would always tell me. That is, they have this slogan that train hard and fight easy.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
The manager said.
Okay, train hard and fight easy. Whenever I interview them, this is what they will tell me, and that's what they are showing here. But they are not fighting. They are not fighting easy. They are fighting hard though, because they are pulling everybody.
The level of determination is admirable. The level of determination they have and the fight they have in them shows you they are determined.
Yeah. We have an event going on. That seems to be the 4x100 meters relay for ladies. Yeah, 4x100. Let's see, but 4x100 meters relay for the girls or ladies. It seems let's see. The prisons department sprinting away there. Prison department.